nyama. Makoma. Nanu katola stable for the hafi nyega agadaga sukunya om. I go have Greek college. Me ma dagalamu. Me ade nyama and trust you me. Ali makarajina liba kakapone. Ika bona atewa va fieng lo have Greek college Alaba University school.
All right.
No vehicle a poma gabe bia or Greeka after 4 years magana zoma ida Africa. Ne do have or do mo total jabuku. I the university agbo. Alaba antila doga ta du come of your pagina jema. Katun of topa jina jema. Nyada o have topa jina jema. Mahama mangomi bo. Nyao party Tommy mangomi bo. Nyapa MP mangomi bo. O have a Greek college a university zuga kokoko. Hafi mahama nada si du kwakulong.
All right. Dokomia anogbadomda. Within the 4 years, me akwa nu kajo. Ava incho Friday, fida ina bonagba. O graduation we're gonna the VO allow me no VO kana or diploma and then a certificate as graduate from the Ohio Agri College. So ga seke matutu assembly hall akwa. Wono iji ka makare yo mi fima no.
Me fima no ga. Me fima ni to ma fima no ga.
Ah okay.
Ni to ma fima no ga. O have my degree o. Certificate plus diploma ko mo lagbo. Yeah. Nu man na me jiba me akwere ngo. What thing degree because the whole of Ghana, there's no full-fledged agric university. The Kamala Ghana hado. The Kamala Ghana. The Sukuo kwe university ho kwe agric officer. This is an agric university. About let me have health and allied sciences le huena. The Kamalio. Ye trust you me, but the first of it can have. I got your joker voter health and allied sciences jola a huena.
All right. Akwe Eli. Nyapa gledenyo. Over me mo na reka kura gledenyo afijo.
That is a big lie. And that can be true. In fact, most of the policies you can most of the policies you can you rebrand my it is just the planting and planting for food and jobs for roadmap daddy. Everything that they are doing, policy documenter, they hand lifted it. The weather the go halamu. Wet our caption you could walk through corner. So it can be said, but you won't Greek mo. At least in our time there was a glut. At least in our time there was a glut.
Even currently overly.
Yes, you know about the post harvest losses the no Yova governance in the year 2025. Manya but in planting season adeke do John majorly. Aber agble the yoka ta ogemi le fifth life here to see the production of it if next year 2026 make burger. So every glut we are witnessing today la is as a result of the 2024 farming season. So he can't say but you nanaka you nanaka significant in an amount. You see the NDC and their rhetorics Mama Bia. But the changing of over who Agri College into university, this 2024 you could do go. Because I can point it to you. Over 2012 manifesto. Over 2016 manifesto. None of it manifested. The question yes, they've said that. In fact, there were programs that happened. I think, but the Hubechucho that happened in 2016. The mini rally, all launch. Yeah, Tajawu RC Park afia you will. That was in 2016. Again, that appeal was made. Togbia usukle, Togbia lagbu, wowe nyame yu kanoni, Togbia drakpanya, plutomoka town. And the assurance was made explicitly.
Amakawe vehicle na that assurance.
Togwi Bawazan, Plutomoka town, Nyapa MP Bubuto who called Dr. James Kluchi Aveji. He was there.
So was it the flag bearer then that made the promise? Because I differentiate between this.
And yet, Malaba, if something has found expression in your manifesto, theory. Yes, it is the NDC as a vehicle. So the skepticisms that are being expressed it's because of the talk and the no delivery, the talk and no substance. Nike manifest years back after saying it like you're rehashing it. Mikpo the actualization of it. Yetai amu expressing blombo. Charlie, you mula she okran go. So if he's telling us, but we should have our time. We should have patience. We can have patience because we are even having it on record, but they have said some things in their 2025 budget, which has to do with this farm service centers. You cannot blow, but every district, every district, every district that they are going to erect about 50 farm service centers.
You can budget over 50, but so meaning we have 261 districts. But they said they are going to do only 50.
No, but in their 2025 budget, in their 2025 budget, he could pass this very year. Yes, when you go to paragraph 91, it has been there. O state table you got away. The district Okatan Biabatari Oman new manifesta. Nothing. Zero. In that same budget, but they are going to employ about about 150 agri extension officers. Maybe about Oko. In that same budget, but they are going to employ. It's a bit deviating from agri. You need education. They are employing 50,000 teachers. I'm just pointing out the deception, the talk, and no show. The 50,000 educators, the 50,000 teachers, with 10,000 non-teaching staff in the GES sector. You employ 50 life. Today they are telling us, but the whole of 2026, after failing on that promise, making allocations but not realizing those allocations, the utility of that allocation, the 160,000 graduates in the GES sector, the year 2026, they will not be able to absorb them again. What did John Dramani Mahama on the campaign troll in 2024 tell us? There will be automatic posting, a sharp departure from what has happened. At least under then another government, we know, but even when there are breakages, the abridginess is in there. But within some one like on the employment, 1 or 2 employment window, me employing we are talking about 2 budget cycles. 2025, few more employer America. 2026, few more employer America. And you are telling us, well, we should take your word. What we are to play? You a propagandist, serial propagandist like you. But you take word when your minister of finance, he can co-president of a budget statement, he can sector to sector, allocations have been made. Employment has not been done. Up to now, they can't tell us. And you are telling us that we should take your assurances. Why? Assurances, madam, only 2012. Assurances, madam, only 2016.
What to prepare 4 years mandate. Just as every government to get 4 years mandate. 4 years mandate, my Ghana to na you. And the campaign platform, you make global within 2 years, or have atrozu full-fledged university.
That justification agree college for discussion a surface man, then I will understand.
If you mama be over ejo 2012,
yes,
ejo 2016,
yes,
you mo biamba within 2012 flag bearer or commenter.
Yeah, you remember it was part of Open Manifesto Mulala.
That 2012 manifesto.
Yes, 2012 and 2016 manifesto.
Atopule, and 2012 manifesto.
No, you can ask him.
No, akwaba majiba na wu alim na na trore gbonye. Na magbobo magada nya o no ababa because o have agri college nya glomla. I want to expose him big time. But you ma da volan kudo have agri college nya. Ta na okrimi wu ngona na agara jinya.
Eli mizorengo.
He has nothing to say. Baby, I expose him big time. Nana Kamalashi. If he's saying, but they haven't made that promise in 2012. I'll never know if I prove him wrong. That 2012 manifesto, I'm telling you, but that Ahuhabu Agri College mantra has always been on the lips of Miapa MP, Bubuto, Hokuto, Dr. James Kuluchi Avaji. So now, me pomo, then please. I'm telling you, but it has been in the 2012, 2016, and the People's Manifesto in 2020. Okay, we will say, but you people were not in government. Time out, we implement go. Okay, it is not something. You can me blow. As I may type, 2024. Hello, but 4 years I will 2028. Between now to 2028, yeah, you oga, then fine. Aka, we are skeptical. He shouldn't tell us, but we should take his words, scripto sensu, and act some level of sanctimonious more city on it. But yeah, you blame you when you have told us before, but you have failed on those words. And I've given references. But anyone with that intellectual memory, who has that institutional memory, remember the mini Hugba that was celebrated in 2016. Mini Hugba, Taje Huye host mini Hugba ma, Afia yo wele, Nyapa RC Park, yo wele. And the Ohapu Agri College issue, la, it's resurfaced again. Togbiya lagbu ukata on. So you can tell me, Nyama Blumber, I was at that program, and Rollins was also there. Rollins va, Rollins. So when the speech was read, the reminder of that promise, Rollins Shima, and he promised doing something about it.
All right. So now there myjoyonline.com. Over we will fulfill promise made to Ohahu Agri College. Agri College University, and this is coming from Eric Edemagbana. Next, the portion of the new year, but he recounted how the pledge had been made in 2016, 2020, and most recently in 2024. Yet the college remained in its current state. So that is from the member of parliament. And I my joy online, and the story is there.
So that is it. It only adds credence to Nyanya Magblo. And oh, that be a gap one. Okay, you talk. I will give you.
We see.
Ellie, okay.
Yes. They have shown any commitments to Agric, Abaliko, and I'm even telling you, but for the first, nobody code the first measure now. It is the 2025 budget for farm service centers. And we are saying, but we have not seen the one that you promised in your own budget statement. Mikbeu, allocations were made for it. Mikbeu.
Okay.
And you are telling us, but it's in abeyance. In future, you realize I, who has been here, who have heard you said this thing several times, and I'm expressing skepticism. My job na na global. Nka express my doubt. Manama you alone. Mo common you.
All right.
It has to be made clear.
MPP to a old king lumber. Alingong lumber by you do go si jia ama de para kahado. Akwe ame yo kasi right ya la bota no pom na mi endi si to ba hata manya MPP to we o alaba mi dogo la si jama da faraka hado jingwa sheke ko ya me fafa san kula la na kama kwa jo hado le
ari me fafa se mo lo
fafa se alaba ama ona opanyi mata wona na kana ma o
Evivia do promise MPP to do promise o how agriculture
you mama let me take my issue and you understand me ama ona opanyi mata wona na ko na fafa san bo de da apanyanke o tanwo nanya bo kweda jese ba ajaba Ohabu Agri College was university abale eli lafia gbogboma ayaba katu no Vienna ye kweba jabo no nanama nugba dodo ya fa agoma jeje aje gomla ofa akpa club ya dem 2016 banya 2012 I dare eliba na quote miapa manifesto 2012 manifesto afia mi Ohabu Agri College ala na quote na mi asa ali na quote 2012 manifesto NDC manifesto 2012 pakpa ka mi egbo na maba mi egbo na Ohabu Agri College struggles university na quote na mi anyama pa ngbadodo jagoma 2016 vai 2020 gava 2024 mabialo 2016 na mierujia 2020 amierujia kana no ina afia gbogbo ma miedongba mi ma oreji ore amo blama na la amo flumola do government manoga mi o mi no o hawo troma na su university a
evia elipenya fia ne ma se elipenya goma enyebe eyi mi egbule 2016 mi tami de 2012 ara eyi mi egbule in 2016 mi egbule in 2020 mi ga egbule in 2024 eyi mi eduji fia in this first budget ya me present fia kwa at least ajebe wa fixture them
ali matan decide gana mi na mawo alaba they had their time opa yi vayi nuke o te won no habuto Nelly no nyi da fi agbali pomba nyatafa nye o nyaba jabo hafuna su university a la panyi ya manuke o tanwo alaba li panya gbogbomba mi egbe 2016 madon chilao 2020 madon chilao adoking lomba 2016 kwa 2020 ma yo we no du klom do igano du klom mio me aba me o have tremendous university. So it clearly shows you the MPP is full of comedy. MPP are comedy. Because nya gbomo la fiaba yo la power mio me don gba mi ma wo radio nyamanya akpake me gbona ogaran gba do de ka o dojio. Me gble mi ma lujio. Me gagle 2020 mi ma lujio. Me gagle 2024 50 me ko du plosi. Ye me gbogbo ma me ko du plosi akwa. Me wo gara me apa gba do doji. Abankana fi me wo fifi la ha. O adona nanama. Afina no na kpoli ko ya ma na mieli do na ba mi gbojiri upon name na yo agba fieli nglo baba upon na na jirudu bona closure farm service centers mi bo ma blato ba mi global district the shada our farm service center kpoga and we will deliver on that nyo mi glo na mi wonila ga kemi ba de o ma blato engodoga o ma blato ma ntila doga Antila doga.
Wame bla Thomas Selesh Susuka tepe kawe mi womdo because mi roko mi gule budget ama to the specific places wa mi mena mi
no
enya.
specific so doga.
And nenye be specific so dogware what informed those districts over Chocho?
No, akwaba no ikaoga jidudu lenya ba. Dukom magodua. Manyankura kaya mi fa now. Nkuyo mi ona abamia o la bata la lisa na va mo lue mi ona na ide ho pa fia na nu bubu ona so nu ika ko jiru ogenye ba jiru na make sure ba la du koma godoa yo ko district to tatata la region ma ayika yo ko ba fika we nku odo na la wu nuku ke do gbogbo la fuma ayika wo je gomo vivi kika ma sha na ba kpo gomo la ma
that within your 4 years over the 261 districts
the all districts
within the farm service centers.
Within 4 years, our districts don't have girl.
If whenever me work calculation based on what you are saying, but finance minister na me be 50 for next year. Then the next year, that is 2026, another 50. Me choke another 50. 2027. By that time, 150 come here.
That will pa content. Nyama manya NDC du projet pa content nyama. Mi egbono ba po egbona ma mi black toga apo egbona ma po no ba oga mi la manyeu tata ma fa ko ma kamnele ika o ta ma fa ka kamanya nu gbaglo onye gaka agbojiri akpojiri ru siun na jiriru dogo klapa konta na koda o do na ma
evo gbon ina de chief guys on me ko pona ni
no igboma la nobody o ta ma fa kam na ba no o black to 2026 2027 ga o black to 2028 o black to ma de boso so ya ma kam ye mo pona o ta ma fa ma kam na la ma nya nu gbaglo onye o gaka akpo jiriru sin e ka jiriru na gbono ba black to ebe awo alo na wo black to apo ka kprogodo ye ga o ga owuma emi po jiriru sin no can over Vietnamese abako dala abagana to ba lapon na panuwa adeba miakpo district katama farm service center o la district katama aba ali gbogbo yo pa gama nduru dogbogbo kaka ni si pa gama kan nduru dogbogbo ya mi ma wo na anako o po
eli pe nyanye ba eyi fe amafia ika nuko dogbogbo ika mi gbogbo fia miafa full fledged for investment into agriculture ejejege in 2026. So for now la because mi eva ndesi na ibo was any dokoyo reset agoma jemeya. So 2026 have me pokpogaba whether NDC truly is investing in agriculture or not.
Ahonya madama.
Ba
nanya ba na hoji. Liability o. Tonya
assets
Tonya akwedama
yeah
akwedama
tavye
no akwedama
nenema
kolema gakana na JPP to onwela wo global liabilities awe towe gakana nyaba ayo kanya asset awe manya towe o nenema akwa akonta do na mi wom na nya salaude mi anto mi adoku gomadam ama kokoma na mi akonta do wom na nya salao mi adoku gomadam alaba miawe no nyida afia wo kontaro aika mie no dukpo yi afina no ojo numo kate kanya nu gbagba mi bo eni ti to mi sirodi ye to da kora mi do mi kwe kodama miawe nyata mi mata na kometa numo ojo jomro la gbama gaka yo kanya nu nyi ojo joma obo eni ti to mi sirodi yo we dukpo ma fi ojo Ghana tori po ado yi ta Ghana to pa konta o ma goma sagolo 1.7 million votes ye koko de comedy amada bana jo manya Ghana to ko wekolo ali how pan poli o fogo gbona.
Are you sure Dr. Mamubawumia is a comedian? Because
nanya ba oba inava o campaign nava lesti adashi akpakum pipin manyara ka gbom na ma akpakokum na la manyara ka gbom na akpakure nya ka gbom na na ma o
me mi ante o video ma circulate
miawo ekwe ko
because muma misti anu
miawo o muma misti anu ali la fia na gbona ba miawo si anya ke kami mi na video ma go ba muma misti anu miawo si anya ke kami mi ba gara mo ji na gbonu yo po na gbona na ba la si ala boso kai Maxile Kumasi asite na kpajiba mi ma misia no
tado fiambe Dr. Mamubawumia mo campaign areke alome gera mo ji blonya areke na mo
asia anya ka ba mi aglo ikanya pa campaign nya ikanya tumati nya na pa campaign osia cho mu ma misia no ikanya ha ali ojila poliko ya ma wo sa nyara cho ogwa.
All right,
ta ado yili de mi to ya tepara mi ano ni o po Ghana Akodalofia, they are very serious. They are not joking with their vote. Akodala Ghana Fia over the years Ghana topa kodada you realize but no chan komieno bubumba o esirado yezu yeza iko Ghana tova danako kaka fifia Ghana pa kodada akbaba amata mo bumira ba me ye na koda na de vic the kai whatever hovene Ghana to I feel over dako ta ado ilia 50 na mi dodoga kwanya. Let's face the fact and leave propaganda out. MPP naturalize ba awo ayi over ko dem bifia yo ga gova radio de no vamia wo discussion ka benefit Ghana to.
All right, nyaselo el revival blasike was seke totoji se tope apology focus for one anye one na gbodo Eli Neri Bata really now within 1 minute, and then you pick this topic for me. That is the first ever. Yes, then you pick.
All that he said.
Let's move on.
Okay, you know, Funya.
Once you do that, you are going to take the Donald Trump because you have a link with the Greek.
I
have
referenced copiously Fike the Ohavu Agri College mantra dogochui. The incident that happened. Funya, what happened? The mini hugbe that happened. You guys were in government. Have you do mini hugbe? As I got me. So don't be and they were in government.
That
whatever
was
that they might have.
2016.
Yes, of course. 2016, 2017, Ojua.
Okay.
Yes. As to July, January 7th, 2017, as at that 2017, Mahama lose election. He was unokpa. Oh,
no.
One, someone asks, but what goes into, turning a non-university institution into a university status? It is just the law, amendments of the law. Yes, of course. But you see even schools where maybe they are lacking in infrastructural gap. That university this thing when we started UMass,
Eli, Vivian be infrastructure melio. Because ne ide poaji fianton poaji doesn't befit. America mega misconstrue what I'm saying. So nenye be me change le paper.
I agree.
Change le paper years when me nyama da.
I agree. I agree. When you read the University Establishment Act, Bills Act or whatever, what precedes what? As I got me, at least the commitment would be, but they are relaying the Ohavu this institution, decollegianizing it and making it a university, sending that bill. At least that the intention on the other paper of Parliament would be enough for us because we know, but the law precedes. No law vavo, then we know, but okay, now there is that intention. That menstrual has been laid clear. Then the commitment in allocation into infrastructural development and erection. So
why would you rather push for the infrastructure development?
No, if you are what infrastructure development?
Push for the infrastructure development.
No, when GES, when the Ministry of Education is saying, but they are establishing, they are allocating this portion of money into university infrastructure. No more recognition. near they won't, yes, that allocation that will be made and the diversion of it will be flagged as a misappropriation by the Auditor General. That sa nanonya at least the intention nanonya and what's in case blancho sound what is the rigorousness the adult tax in making a law at change university. I don't know how Herculean that is so because when the education committee sits on Yoko Nima, Yoko Saokokove, they send it to the legal committee. The legal committee takes it to the attorney general. That then the attorney general read through. A Peru say you put the appropriacy or otherwise of it. Input or where ga kokove or debate or quick or plenary. Unless maybe someone wants to. I stand to be corrected though. That you people, if you are really committed,
we'll still bring that issue for another discussion.
Let's say, but this is 2 years. 2 years. Oh, why? Because if 2016,
2016.
If 2025 budget and no mention of who agriculture, agri college.
If 2025 budget, me call 3 months the 3 months way. So every 9 cohorts.
Yes, every election year.
So the government 2026
do the 3 month appointment what the 3 months for 4 years for 4 years mandate yako the mo blogger MPP the 3 months mata ye tie for 4 years ayoga ko 3 months akokokokbio it is still within that stipulated period mandate ke come milano and unblonya the which I brushed away but I think but it needed dealing with Agbaglomba never under the NDPP government members seen as opponents. Businessmen who are in the who belong to the NDC who empower or purchase you people came and do you remember the East Ghana where Ghana concept that the policy that but enhance new produce locally produced materials that policy statement man. You know, but even the presidency, the schools, any event which is government oriented, when they came, they cancelled that thing. But today, the importation of rice as against the rice that are being produced in this country has resurfaced again. And today, look at this. Yes, of course. Miga Domchuk better. Do you remember Akando? Akando is a farmer, commercial farmer, and he's a member of parliament. Today he's the health minister. Almost all his produce my government buys it. Every celebration, yes, applying so where from that accession? If I want to even go to other business, Ibrahim Mahama has benefited, and he was on even tape, several eloquently, but he has received more support from the NPP government, and there are numerous examples of them. So what he's saying, it doesn't bore the facts. Asagome, he knows.
So let's go to Donald Trump.
Brother, he's a beneficiary.
Let's go to Donald Trump.
Let's go to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
No, I think, but yes, we will go to Donald Trump. It is just a straightforward issue.
Let's look at this.
He claims, but they do under their government, their regime, they do better in agriculture than us. No, you see, Amadeli, he's spoken a lot. He's spoken garrulously. Some of them, the mysticisms that he populates there, near disabuse listeners' minds of it.
So
you see, this is the record. And
last one.
Yes, this is the record. This is the record. Everybody can check. Performance government by government in agri sector. And I'm telling you, but anytime they want to do any debate about performance relative to Nyapa statistics you can make clocker, they will be fine. They'll find themselves wanting. And yes. Oh no, right? This thing. Well, yes, you are highly welcome. In 2009, Fonya, Yemabatari, 2009, 2000. This you can go to Ghana Statistical Agency. Hello.
Hey, let's go.
In 2009, we left agric at 7.2%. When they came, they brought it down. At 5.3%. The following year, which is 2010, it went to 0.8%. Then it rose in 2012 to 2.3%. 2013, Fima Yoga Jagba Viela, and it shot to 5.7%. 2014, ta upper governance akatan style in agriculture, not just agriculture. When you go to industry and everything, road sector, nana makwe do not do huma ba agbajaina na yingog bovamagba. 2014, it's moved from 5.7% to 0.9%. 2015, 2.3%.
So you said we can get that information
2.9%. Yes. Oh,
this from Ghana Statistics.
Yes, the statistics. This thing when you Google it, though they are just. I don't come here and make sweepy statements like he normally does. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is a comedian, which I will address. That's what I mean. When we came to government, we shot it from 2.9% to 6.2%. And guess what? When we were living, it's soared to 8.4%. That you are telling us, but you are doing better. And when you check over budget policy and economic statements in the year 2025, your performance, your GDP in agriculture, your statistics in agriculture has dropped. From that 8.4%, it has dropped. He called Dr. Baumia a comedian. Because and his mantra, Mumastia, Mumfastia, and Aboso kind people. Adobe villain, your neighbor speech I'll deliver. If a policy is over, Okostia Kodashine, and today he's yes telling us, but Hama comedy union. Yes. Agba today, Nagba Blumber, Dr. Baumia, Chacha Yukatancha. Policy yoko dra proposals yokata dra na Ghana to anya comedy then I bet to differ. Fonya. Yes, because agba today ni oke yomu ba labanya comedy ye upa ministers upa cabinet ministers who applauding. You remember the medical drone delivery service yo yila station of Sam George upa sector minister in communication. Ayila one of the facilities he was so wild. He was jumping like a hysterical cockatoo. Now ask me, Anya Pakbilo.
Ellie.
Yes,
Ellie.
Sam George and Dr. Mahamadou Baumia, who has that brain child. Kenya comedian. Fonya, I'll continue.
Ellie.
The domestic gold purchase program.
Ellie, let's go to
the domestic gold purchase program. Championed by PMMC and the Bank of Ghana. No, I think that debunk these things. You see, you can come here and have you trivialize.
Ellie. This topic was not table for discussion.
All right.
Why just celebration I give a girl.
At least he used the back door to chide. To chide, Miapa flag bearer, who is in the race to become the flag bearer again. He's in the race to become a flag bearer again. Oh, okay. Now blom out of prophecy. Abaye wo do kuno na nyi blom be nya prophet. Echo na lia be nya usato echo ga be ganya Christo prophets. That is what you do. Fonya ta na black e ma no problem. Okay, you see? Ta nyama oglo. Asagomi, which doesn't reflects the fact that I'm a Jijimba Masetso.
And so if the bank that
I haven't done it enough. Yes, the removal of the 15.7. Alo, is it?
Yeah,
15% tariff on all our agriculture produce. Cocoa, our number, Kemi exports, they have all seen this relief. I think, but it's good for exporters. Miato yu kako, Plum of dram le yevubota ako gamaba kokoko the miapo economy. So it is a step in the right direction. Gaka, this is not a given. Minya, but it is not a given. And this should be a lesson to the sector minister, Kenya, the foreign minister, Okujeto, a Blackwa, honorable. But in diplomacy, international relations, our diplomacy is key in everything. Making blankets, blunt statements. It's something that doesn't augur well in the diplomatic world. Certainly, that he must be measured. Now, what caused this reduction? You know very well, but the U.S. and Ghana, maybe would I even say covertly, because that agreement didn't come to Parliament for ratification. They have agreed to absorb over prisoners. Ex-servicemen. Yes, and this is something that came up. We mentioned it, Mick Blair, Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa, who is so known to lying, if a finesse came to debunk and lie to Ghanaians about only to be exposed by the US Senate to Ghana. But there was indeed an agreement like that. If you want on post facto rationalization, so this is this agreement, this sweet now.
You scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Yes, because we are absorbing those Guantanamo Bay prisoners. Abaliko in 2016 took 300 million and pumped into open election. It's the same thing. Tayo nyaba obo yopa hardened criminals so yo iganu dump him like Ghana. Nya Ghana mizu asalam ne mia no ameuka tan absorb him na mia. Nyoba yemi hami compromises moko dadiko. At least some of the austere measures iko kokoko daremiajia otanwa dida, and I'm happy at the end of the day, but at least to you and to that importer, because now 15% malanwajia no importer you quick cover at the end of the day we the consumers miawe gas off hana. So it's been taken off and we know, but it's going to bring a relief to us. This is not different from the visa restrictions. One entry, you go 3 times to have a cocoa that you reduce it to just 3 months, which has been reversed to 5 years. And when it was reversed to 5 years, these NDC hirelings, we should celebrate the reversal. Mama biaba and when 5 years 5 years ago, on diplomatic characters, you exuberance you can be exhibitor. Ye naba mi valet the pay Miller. I'm very happy, but this and more, not John and because Charlie, World Cup 2026 here. Talk better. Somebody, got 3 months. Sometimes can go World Cup over 1 month go for the PPP. Gaka, na la fima jida be haya. Got you via bagbo. Kona ho visa ko over 3 months go over na dogo drama. Have this World Cup. I mean, have country on moton. Yeah, you get a host World Cup. Tana dogo Canada. Not to US, Canada. Based on the previous agreement, alu sanction, iko koko dare travel restriction sanction, iko koko dare miadia. Na dogo Canada, alu yile Mexico novo. Kama gata gagagara like US amu, and we are happy. But at least the over exuberant Humpty Dumpty, Kenya Okujeto Ablakwa. At least ever nears, ever diplomacy has from me, and this sweetness have aided its arrangement here. It will serve our greater good. So
New York will lift these restrictions logi. Encourage Ghana me to take opportunity or close to at least me export more of this. One, we have the cashew nut, we have the avocados, we have banana, we have mangoes, we have oranges, limes, pineapple, plantain, guavas, that is coconut, ginger, and then assorted pepper. Can you for me Ghana to this the time? Me allo jidudu analem include the production or the agriculture aspect of all this places to at least our time me rake in a lot of revenue.
Exactly. Near tie because we haven't made a lot of money from our cash crops. And the cocoa Development Authority, then that was all. And Nana Akufo-Addo noticing this over that 3 crop development authority. You can encompass this share butter and so on. You can mention. You can that derive the necessary, the optimum derivation in terms of finance. Le to help so it will help if you help because any tax hardship at the end of the day, it is the consumer. Yeah, and you notice, but remittances has dropped since this government came to power. It has dropped from 6.5, and today we are doing 2.1. And it's some of these sanctions are what we minimum because the exporter that is domiciled in US or any other country, for the business and what does that in here? But it has a negative cascading effect. Employment that the lifting of this it's only in your to our good, and it's a welcome news. I wouldn't sit here and on yabama pupu.
So never me have done till use where to come to call for you are late here. Would that help the MPP to win the 2028 general election?
No, I think, but you see, the interests here shouldn't be my partisan obsession. I think, but whatever that we are doing, every disagreement he came in on any stage in our life here, it is just to advance Ghana. The common interest in Kenya Ghana.
Okay.
Tana NPP, NDC, Nana Wom, Ike in to the nation's good. I think, but it and that plaudit needed to be rendered. I have to do it. Manya party takwe. Of course, they are doing a lot of things that are symbolic. Get the one which has reversed this. And Ghanaians are noticing that if they implement something, why would I say bo? Because I'm obsessed. Hello, my yana MPP burn of power in 2028 star. Madomia Nagblano. Burn me take advantage in a miava.
Okay.
After all, the establishment of the Tree Crop Authority la miawe establish it. Miawe kungma koko dada we made a lot of gains. We lost it.
All right.
Through open propaganda, koko daddy LGBTQ now. But today they don't even have that moral right to pursue those agendas again. DSTV nyakple data nyanku wakova koko dadamreta nyamo ye o koko nani National Cathedral now
yeah, so end because where you are going to not to claim the program this man message the cover Prince Gbadago but the NDC voter is just a vote harvesting territory, and its commentators in the region are just defensive minded. Yesterday, 2 motorbikes got stabbed in the water that has crossed the road between Bokuve and then Agodeke. All bikers had to pass through Chinu to Apipe before returning to the place to attend the funeral of their loved ones who were buried in the course of that is during the course of the weekend. This is a road the MP and the MC plan and assess and gave assurance that they would attend to it in due course. Before then, aspiring MP then, now a member of parliament, Edem Eric Agbana, visited the site with NDC executive in a run-up to the election, assured them of the work on the road when voted for. Voter is doomed as long as it remains the stronghold of the NDC. NDC. Aram Kingsley, I really miss the show. My regards to Ellie and then Atokle. Unity Avega, my brother Ellie Phillips in Jokoto, incoming secretary is in Pojoba. Senior Atokle, Weneblo. Ellie Phillips in Jokoto is a real asset. This is coming from Gomashi Louis Martin. And then if you know lyrics, just follow MPP because they know what they are talking about nowadays. And this is coming from Rich Miedak, the message at Atokle, Nyazorengo.
People like Prince Gbadago should shut up.
Why?
Mani chokodo go shija. Gbadago yo demo man yo open nye ondo shija nke Gbadago gbo no tomo no cho amomang.
Amwaka.
Amwako yo ma Gbadago lele apa message ama wo demo mai. Gbadago ma pokuva towa. Ayo le MPP ama na nya ba video ko da to potu gbe yenya moya ko na wo wono gbeglo nya. Akwa ado yile some of us na mi ba mi afong de mi kpo magba fi mi afong so Gbadago should shut up. Apanyi no siji matawo na kaya mi adato na balaka alo you for organize ya do itako ya do message amona sa awo ado yili de mi nya le mi mpoge
ado we ado
you for organize adu Ghana MPP to
owo kwa hu agbara hare kori
o ma bu hado ga kama kwa gbo no ba
ka wa won to ka be adu
na magaiga akam yo mi apa yi ma do no na yi ada ko ma chama poga ka ko to tetsopo ta oja onfoko e Gbadago be you for organize ga na jido ri na manyo da to ga ba ko jikuran enya ya gbato avalia bo ali dogo khoma maraba lo document ade de ko ali va no ina fi ga okotum na mi ali ga ba fi ga okotum na mi fi ga ka o ado yi le mi to ya tafara mi ano ni o akpe nenye ba mi apa do na do je Ghana to ngde nu ya tafara mi po le 2024 kama jokpo ma jojogo agbana gbogbomba ba omi apa do yo wo na Ghana. So what is his scorecard? Apa scorecard anye ka yenye 38%. Scorecard amenye 38%. Anye ka glomila ha.
Ewa isi na ire isi website is 41 point something. So went from the 38.
Ago Nyaha. Easy for website. You ko nyaha ma yilo. No. Matako fiao. 38%.
No camera there for Nigeria.
Oh no. No, Matako fiami. Ya no nyama mi ablago. 38%. Oh, nyabro nyama dani na page na mi gasagama. 38%. Yo ko manya fiko ko nyama la gbogbo ma yo ko 41%.
Tayo isi abuda do.
38% yo ko. Tade no shirodi. Ame dodoraji ba Ghana to na plina yo Ghana to ko ba mi akpova yi. Nyaka gba mi amagbola du kwa mo. Agba ba omia dollar cedi nyama ga nko chonwa laba ya ye ko dollar cedi nya kove.
E vone be Ghana to po Dr. Mamu wa mi aba ya. Dr. Mamu wa mi amenye ye nya me le plodu ore. Me plodu po because he was just a vice president.
Agbade.
And Gbero na nye assistant. There are certain decisions you can afford where you take or your boss will not allow you.
Agbade. Nanyaba na doto brane champon. Kennedy Japan. Kwabine Japan klatore na nyenya taponya ikapanya ke miendi sitomie glova ya na komia pakwana mi nyaki akufado glonami le open first budget ikoklama ana mienya nu ya ta ike ekloba omia kovea anwon tilado economy ata ekloba omia kove na Ghana todo na mama vasile economy agba mi ga fonkura nwo mama aga fonkura economy na sekpo awo krakongo alabagba nu ijojo manyi cheka ato forcing baje klama do ko paper no TV gbo nuka omola ajesi dema nu o ma de kakpela makpepo masikpo ta do ko paper anwola na agbara jidari alaba numa we wo po ma ba wo don chila ga ko ma tan don chila ta ai atova o ma magoma samo. Okay. Yikwe flag bearer adugana mi. Mio ndi sitowela na gavela nu yoga mi le kwakle 38 hama ga kpogo. Ta mio do komijo.
But in 2028 we are bringing a new candidate.
Of course, we are bringing a new candidate.
The performance of your party in 2028 will depend on what John Dramani Mahama is doing currently.
And so far what have you seen? So far so good.
Over Nigeria inflation didn't want to get inflation.
Anyamade mi anonyi na jinka kanami na lie vavago go mashika nyopa communication director kama ga the radio rakakpo na ye vavago mi anonyi da nyahan mi adi ababai. Yes, awon kuno by 9 months inflation didn't na magbagba. Alaba they took it to around 51-54%.
But when they were leaving it was around 20 something.
At 20 it's around 8% today. 20 within 9 months akpofiko lagbara dollar is now stable anyamode wo wenya Ghana to biaga numa wenya Ghana to gboba yokpo.
Okay, let's get down to Donald Trump.
Oh anyanya topa janklere NDC government me na to me vio segomaba na me va their interest to be our focus nu ka de ojia yenye mi o mi apa jimajiji alaba de mie yida akadodo mama kloba mie wonu sia nu kemia tingo mie opa gba na haya na o tananye bagba nto mie apa do na ma wo de ajogama oda le mie apa nu yo kemia kokoga yi na ojia nyanyu onya adam fiaba wo make senate wo make aba chamione acha o make a chakoga o make a kukungo koga ko ire batala USA 15% maka o hama mi akamba ga go anyanwe yema yen toglo abota ko te won fo na mi nubu bora kamali o te ogo anyaya nya bu bora kamali o te won gbo alaba du komo bi o samu pom agbagba ejema John Dramani Mahama le ai ka ba mo gbagbo ma yo da kukune na do onye bo ga yi ha na ga yi krago ha afie to ba o apanyia ya yewe ho
wo dulisa ama de mo so
awu akpaba yes dulisa ama de mo ga ka kpaba wo nunyi wo awe ba mo na bu na ba nu ya de na de we jide ma nyokra go ha
e wo nenye ba mi ko based on the number you have in parliament e ba mi ko no ko parliament mi o mi da sire gin. When it comes to the citizenship, maybe you must be laughing at the wrong side of your mouth. Because I'm all a party, I'm a NDC west side. You have four, but you have five.
But do you believe that there's also another side of the coin? At the end of the day, it's all about convincing the people.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Because anunyi
amara
wala
pa ambition enye be ha ejibi ayire fi
no matter amanto matter ayo tutu na ja amanto dogo ba openye wo yewe it's okay it's enough for me
let's go
ta atonya nyu topa jankle NPP topa gbogboba wolo hardened criminal o va kore miaji yenaba agba 50% mo dida o ha ko nyama dem ba hardened criminal o ba le mi agbo ye nana mako oba gitmo tu nyara jo o ba the criminal o gbona Ghana bomb ga gitmo tu tomo bomb Ghana va sere gba no magakpo jidudu bu na ba jidudu de ma wona pa makuku kura na no nwa fi take action na do you had your time 8 years on now nui kana bu na be yawo ika wo de Ghana toja aweva yi afi onya ora agba ma pa game da siama hanwo wo pa nu ko tengo wo ai ka de vina Ghana to ma de agba na no na afia bota poma bo 50% anyo yes ado yilia susue da galici numa ma ticho broda de nyama na ma susu ko da galici o atete gara gbo ma tenugo ta no da si mahama ngu no da si any si government an jena no poko ajima vice president kama pona ngu gaka apa don no jajamie popom manya toli dada anu chacham anu toli da menya vice president menya nyao
all right
anolido ma menya nyao adona na jagomi kpo onu na jagomi kpo amono poku chacha global mayor o agbagbaje
tafia be the economy apa nyonyo fia it is not from Jane but it is from Casella to Force
awre madaka ma woni ode na madaka do woni
e vodo ko va o ma ba mi va gbogbron be ato is force wa mi ma Jane aben koyo but under the previous administration the economic management team the chairperson was the vice president
no
so currently who is the chairperson for the economic management
but
team
didi na jaba mi la ready ba mi akonko dowe ko mi ko ga dowe numa overwo na ma global comedy o ba ma ga global comedy mo overwo la UPS e da bi apa phone na bi agba no for video ma o la ready ba yo ga sa video ma agba video ma no for video ma o le ready be yosia 40 member committee ma de adoke o wona mi anyaba yova do fima 40 member committee ama yo ko chairman anyaba ma ba o mi enye chairman the 40 member committee ma
kama koko chairman
obi ali de agbogo no ba ma ba o mi o de
we nya gbolo mi ta
nya ma gbogbo no ba ma ya ba o mi enye chairman of 40 member committee ma
if you me anenye chairman do kana na mi anya
gaka ma gbogbo no ba ma ya ba o mi o alaba la mayi maha dukura hama ko kakara ji la maba nu ya tebe kple kovedo ata no wam na yo
ta do fian ba mi NDC to ha mi me ho jenji so e ta mi gbogbo ba to is force do
it's a committee nu ikala va vie manya nko manya ba dogo ava yo nko osafo mafu Dr. Baomia manya nko yo nyanyao amona nonyi adangbla abutama dollar na nyonami sefa na mama nye na Togo ma sefa na didi otengo gba yenye nu ka kwamiele.
All right, Akpe. Good afternoon, sir. We will be happy as citizens of Ohabu if Agric College here moves to university status. Greetings to Eli Felix Njokoto, the incoming secretary for the New Patriotic Party in Ketu North. Emmanuel Atokule. This is from Splendor inside Ohabu. Meet Akpe. Message at and then we move to the next one. Magwana, don't worry. Good evening, Revival. Please, Ellie was interested in why NDC didn't make Ohabu Agric College University, but he forgot that that is Dakpa to Akachi was started, but they rejected it for it to get destroyed. Message Americana Gugona Adu so we can get the content of Medakuku. And then the next one, I'm listening from Kanda. Thanks, Ellie, for sharing the link with me. I mix the program so much. This is Elvis Joe. How I wish to comment on the issues discussed, but my status now won't allow me. Ever? All they say kudos to Revival FM, and this is coming from Elvis Joe. Me that way. Oh, you what you do now, Mulo? It's only a good government that can convince MAGA to plan 15% tariffs on our cocoa export. Fast forward, the so-called deported criminals from US were transferred to other countries. The Ghana Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed this. The Secretary of the War also confirmed this. Ghanaians are now more privy to information. Early should stop the misinformation and dishonesty with Yedakwe Bright Kojo from Akachin of Yedakwe. Ellie, just a minute or two, then we move to
sometimes
the
main Larry Batala, he says a lot of
Ellie, let's
in another sometimes 1 minute
Ellie, let's
it becomes woefully insufficient.
But even the other one, when I gave you 1 minute, you spoke more than 1 minute. So let's
he was becoming bylaws. Aloma Glover, he was throwing connection feet, but Nkata fi Prince Gbadago. So he doesn't have the moral rights. Really? Oh, if we have detected, if you have detected, of course, among this, uncaptured route to unmotorable route to which wouldn't find expression in our budget, because budgets are our main route, our Aloma Global feeder route, our main route, our regional route, national route, and all those things. You not capture. Most of the feeder routes they don't capture them. We have gotten notice of it and finding designing a solution to it. The district road improvement program. Madalakba, you can get drip. You can every district. You can machines yoka wo mo yoka blanc on motorable. Me provide machines na ni mo katan fi gba mi vava nyapa me yoka me employ gba over 5,000. Over 5,000. Yes. Dr. Mahamadou Baumia Penya Glamina, but he is a comedian. If an idea, you bet employment man. As I got me. If an idea, yes, of course, the drip. And today the drip machineries are there. Only drip machines are only. What do you have to do as a district, a municipal, you just take the machines, then you prioritize. It's just an issue of priority. No boy. The machines, Prince's government have produced those machines. They have become docile. When did the machine come? That is the first thing. As I got me.
Sometimes me do not load the cover or our door.
There was a total breakdown. Mark Blobber, the machine can know. Assembly and even they were thinking of how to dispose it. In fact, a guy can move your yombo your machine mawa. It's woefully inadequate or global your jammy. Le grade them. Maybe you are quite by pro bono, but no mine. I got to ensure lasting solution to it and not a recurrence of these issues. Because anyone that calls this is the complaints that have been coming in flurry. District road improvement yo bet this district road improvement program machines nago machines gael every district can boast of one solve near way I'm a comedian number about 5,000 of his showboy boys in his party employment under this district road improvement policy. If Prince Gbadago as a citizen first and as a person, a Ketu Nordina, he can choke what does his demand has to do with in case Nyabiabia what if ambition where as youth organizer. You see how they can trivialize demands. So when you were here basking, not only don't communication director Yagba today he's earning about 20,000 if you have he get 2,000 not be only doma like that because I can't believe it. One anoni I know 70 something thousand home for 2,000 home. You see that at least be kind. Let's move on. Let's move on with this. He was talking about inflation. I'm from inflation. But you I want you to ask him, but policy ke o COVID fifth life you over GG since ni you must see you tell me since January 7th you go back to koya the policy ke o COVID ke union to miapa stability ke pomme mi levy the post corona economic recovery program ke early fifth life zoma. It is the MPP government that has birthed it and every year like the IMF who are the supervisors la they run it akpoda betari lekemi womi ukona marking scheme akoko daddy the PKIs lay meter atikma meter bagba jem chunwa and fonya in 2024 report la the chapter 6 report fia yogbele IMF blonyela. Excuse me.
Is it in a document form?
Yes,
website.
No, it's in a document form. I think I lost it in a way. Ogle, and they've predicted, but inflation in 2025 will drop to 8%. And this is it. IMF report, I can pull the full distance for you. So these people did absolutely nothing. Nanya bagbon yako no gbogbron by nail NDC tekran go you got that on it. Nanya gbanye, excuse me to say. Nanya gbanye President John Dramani Mahama today we would have recorded this 8% inflation, the deflation was already manifesting. As at the time he came in Jojoma Jiji. We were recording it. Our currencies were improving.
In 2017,
the only difference is that
yeah, you make your point and then
yeah. The only difference is that our reserve that we built to a tune of 11 billion. The year 2025 alone, about 5.5 billion have been used to shove the CD. Improvement. So people did nothing.
Ellie.
Cosmetic measures are why you daddy.
Ellie, nanya in 2017, mieva. Ye economy ano nyunyu vivi, ye NDC tono bogona be mi yoka yo le dadia. Numa weje. Ebe?
No, I would answer that.
Ebeleke.
My problem.
Ade ya la vala manem la.
Nke javi.
No, bia na bia tutu mama bia na le ho.
Please take cognizance of this interjection.
So nenye olenenema yemi gogolombo ya yonto yo for do ike yo watairo menye elpo nu yo ke obo yo gblend dadio if you ho gogolombo yo ha nu yo ke yonto yo va dogo ele yimi gblend du kwa dadi yonto yo ha yo fa gbagba jeje we be mi against your pomari mero ko mi akweno yo ha bale ke ko mi anto ha mi.
No, this is the different. Ni time ita kogana we nyi their IMF program ike because of they lost due to fiscal indiscipline. The 11 stanzas that have been given to them, they couldn't meet any. They could only meet 3. That was what
in
triggered. Yes,
2015
to 2016, 2014 to 2016.
Well, when you guys came, you extended the program.
Exactly.
Why did you extend the program?
Because the condition couldn't be for food. Motor for food.
So
we have to roll in. Everything that happened, you can bet the continuation of the IMF program from 2017 to 2019. We have to send in a new program.
Can you be NDC talk? They are the better managers of the economy because Miahami economic IMF, me Jofia, over human extension, they can go there. Won't you take that?
No, but the extension isn't a given. Maragwa Sagoma, it isn't a given. It depends on how you
program
perform.
Class
you've been given PKIs. That is why we have their
performance
directors.
Indicators.
Yes. That is why over country directors. So your adherence to it, your compliance to it, and your performance level, IMF programmer,
have you ever in 2017?
Yeah.
He came in
11.
He came in Yoma extend gawa. Afi me vafi extension ava. It is because me over no, you need that extension for us to.
Exactly. It was non-negotiable. That's what got me. And I'm telling you, but out of the 11 PKIs given them, they could only meet 3.
That was then.
Yes, to then. We had to negotiate, redevelop homegrown policies. So, program,
extension.
Yes, exit conference are not easy. In 2019.
So, have you ever
contrast it to this particular period?
Have you ever currently IMF yami promiko ya me lend the sian
sound like big. So they tried. In fact, the fiscal space, because it has to do with our burgeoning
Yeah.
When you look at our GDP, we brought it as low as 65%. As I got me, even below 65%. We were doing in 2024, we were doing a GDP of 5.7%. The deflation was seen. We were seeing improvement in our currency as against other currencies. So everything was heading for the right direction.
That Ofiambe Ghana to me ponu yo a few dako against me.
Yes, me lakpa leva sugbokpan.
You
know, yes, of course. Lakpa, the lies, the propaganda sophistries. Sugbokpan.
Okay.
As I got me, the toxicity they spewed in the air. Ye naba amawa, they fall for it, and today they are realizing it. We have performed better, and you know, but even in those COVID global rigidities time, domestic revenue project in the year 2021, we projected 75 million of domestic revenues. GRE now collecting we did it 78 million. In 2022, Ihambi got exceed domestic revenue from 165 million to 182 million. Okay. In 2023, we got exceed. In 2024, we've exceeded. The projection that was made for 2025 on top of budget, they told us that they'll be generating domestic revenue of 127 million. They couldn't even achieve 50% of it. World Bank projected as well in 2020 based on economic indices and how we were performing. We were going to grow by 4.7%. They were able to do it. At the end of the day, they have to revise it to 4.4%.
Good evening, Revival.
Let me conclude. Yes,
time. We have to discuss the first topic.
Madakuku. Under government, when we have grew our reserve, which you are depleting through this domestic gold, Galamsey gold body, Galamsey. Yes, of course, it's Galamsey gold board. But today, you know, but Galamsey, the menace of Galamsey has exacerbated. 2017. Look at this is the salary increment he came here in 2017.
We didn't table that for discussion.
So
we didn't table that for discussion.
Just to point out, because we are painting that.
So what of next? What of 20?
They are better managers of the economy.
So what of 20? What of 2027? Maybe 2027. What you are against now? Over who what are you going to say?
You are engaging in hypothesis. The reality, discuss me, Miller. And I'm telling you, but in 2017, salary workers who increment now in 12.5%.
Good evening, Revival 11%.
2019, 10%. 2020, 15%. 2021, 4% plus 15%.
Good evening, Revival
2022, 15% cola on base pay. 2023,
Ellie interested
30%.
Good evening. Revival,
2024,
Ellie was
23%.
In
Agba today.
Why NDC didn't make Ohabu Agri College
2025
but he forgot that Afedakpa to Akachi Road was started, but they rejected it to destroy it. Akpe.
You have off my mic.
Ellie.
No, but he's here painting
Benka.
A picture that is known to Yakple NDC Highlands. So if today, because Nagba Blumber suffering. Magalio, Magalia. I beg to differ, and I'm telling you, but they have rather open new Kataomola. It has rather retrogressed us. But today, my job unprecedented. You are telling us, me bad to Konyolo, Ogboblomba, they turn the corner. Ogboblomba, Fifia Ghana la border. Me increase salary, me va 9%. 9%. Yeah. On MP 575,000 at home. Got 20,000 come or 10,000 come no communications. Over Fama Bow as a director, he cannot come 2,000.
Ellie, your mic is off. Your mic is off. Your mic is off. Ellie, your mic is off. Ima Mizorengo. Ima, his mic is off. Let's move. Ima Mizorengo. Ellie, your mic is off. Hey, let's move.
I understand him. Basali Goma. Ajaba MPP Fusto Joka Turuma. Na Akwe Adeje Sheba Ao. Na me a secretary doa and an organizer. Ta.
patronizing us. Oh, when a Prince Badago. Are you telling us that we must lose our voice because we are harboring some kind of ambition?
You know, I can't target you, so you just.
Ellie, because of the time.
You've been doing this. Prince Badago can talk because he has the ambition to become a youth organizer.
Target you, but allow you. So please, let me have my time. You have your time again.
Ellie, let's move.
That is number one. Number two, Maga State Gaba, Prince Badago has no moral right. Nya no baji, nya no ajiji, afoma nyi, matan a blena nya tobo no yopa mo, a bieli biadaba, a kaye mo gle. Ye Badago matan no yopa mo, ye Badago na wanu be a toshimo na mara awo. We as a party, Bokuva is one of our areas. Tamiawela, me bagbada share jagaba, nuika kuhaba mia wana wo, nye waga now. Niko haba mia wakura momang ha nye waga now. Takaka majabo cho Prince Egbo, awu nyama gloma le nyama. Drip. Ta over you open drip machine. You go drip machine anto na moga. Machine ko machine anto na pokuva moga. Cover. Drip machine cover.
Ni a document I read go you ko gakpere machine wa ko jana ko mo.
But the Kokunoba machine ma fi mi da ko la katu no flow. Yo matanze a gamako jamira ma va pokuva to mi da pokuva to pa mo na o. Machine ma va ko gakpere mo no jamie. Vo machine va fi mi da ko. Machine va fi. Oh, respect yourself la.
Ellie, put on your point.
No, that's some decorum. You had your time, so let me have my time. So write down. I wrote down. So write down.
Ellie.
Magbogromo ko gakpere drip machine anwa. Ye drip machine na o to ma jamidama. Va ko nya de pokuvo to pa mo ha. Akwa ta adakpo enpo kuna akpo me otogi ikamia dealing play. Abia ika jojina mala gbagba. Tanya kran mo benya maga fo gafio.
Gba maga nya pipito.
No, bia ya na bia de. Mafaman o pipito nya adora gaka. Bia na bia la tapo. In 2017, ayo over me global. Nu yo me dara moma ye oba. Mima wona nako. Kakagba ogbo glom na ibe yo nana. Mabiaro IMF egbono no extend program along to extend in 2017. Nyaka gloma lina mi. IMF egbono mi be mi extend program alo ba o mi eka gboba you ma program extend go. Ya ever extend programmer. Ghanaians already know this. Nya da to onye nu ya ho. Manya IMF egbono mi ba mi extend programmer. Nya on to extend programmer. Mi MPP to nya we extend programmer. It shows how incompetent you were. But me be miarokyo. Have your jaw debt to GDP ratio nyaka. Fiko damido.
5.7.
Oh, yeah, bro, respect yourself la. Oh, yeah, bro. Agagbanya fiko no. Nyapa petro nyao fiko no. Honani odo dara tu kwa ma fijo. Numa ewe bagana to kwa ma meo. O ma te economy a manage go. Ba o mien pole ko vapo. Nyake ba mi agbonami. Aba if your fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Ba o mi apo ye fugbenye ya and the exchange rate exposed ba mi and the NPP. Nyaka gbo mo la na mi. Nakba gana to ba yo maga mi ajimo. Alaba mi fio ya bai, mi blayo. Nyaka gbo ma mi la. But it is clear. Me to ya te premier no ni oba. The NPP ema mi afofo Rollins Glover yi. They only change their names. They will change their way of doing things, but they are the same people. Ghana told the CMPP to ya o. Omaga mon pokpo ya naga o. Ogava flumi aga blame o. Krakongo. Agba. Mio miapa dollar. Didi anyona mi. Ali noy na fia. Oma print aga. La Bank of Ghana. La Dukoyama. Oma print aga. Ona Dukoma vio parliament la nyanya fio print aga. Nukena fio print aga.
Let's look
domestic debt exchange. Haircut. Amopa gao agba mamanya. Magala agba. Alabapa gaka yento uto. Upper black to.
All right, yeah.
Let's move to. You top a guy ko walk on that dia. You don't know what shak pass a toy.
Let's move to SML.
So what are you talking about?
Let's move to SML and then GRA because of the time. Merakumia with 5 minutes. Yeah, you make a question that Kabiago. No from who quality na from who them. Yeah,
SML. It is clever. Akwa. Mia abenisi party na. Mia tak pogana SML nya. Afipana na wu. Can offer whether he likes it or yes, we'll bring him back to Ghana. Agbogbo bia Agbogbo bia afinya yo yiji ahronya yo yiji la SML dili amade Agbogbo nya yo nya bro anwola nya meka bi makwa sahadolo dili ya onya Akufo-Addo proper finance minister kwa Bawumia wo Kofi Ghana towea na klan kuda SML dili ango akpaga de yeseba Akufo-Addo club Bawumia oda funa Ghana to awa Ghana segoma ba nuita Ghana to oda koda me ya oda ikoma ga tro gbogbede o pa de onye ya o alaba dili anya dili ka wo to ko orokyo enrich me o ma Ghana to ngubumo Umagana vion bumo SML deal nyaya anyangu ikadafu aika weba Manase Azuri dovashi la Ghana alaba amayo kata ojanya oda go ye Akufo-Addo club Bawumia klopa security cappuccino jayo machichi. It is clever. This deal was just to rob the country. Alaba nuke nafi company adeka doma apa history ma difiaba wo doma kpo aika mie de PPA na mie nyaba o amamo ya yo numa kuku o ma jana doma o ma wo doma kpo gaka finance minister kpo president kpo vice bo amama kwe woga adifiaba na na ngota. And we as a party nyanya ya yo machiga akpo tana nyaya mayo kata wonu gbagla wo yi gada kpoma da kada wo maker wo asima formula mo awu na ya poma ba no kla vio kla so kaka wo maker ko asi formula nya makwa madudugala mo
that within the 4 years Ghana tono no mo pomba.
Of course.
Okay.
SML di nya de nanya ba nya da kamali ika wo awo numa kuku ame opasi for me na yida mo ma hare SML di ya twada yeta flat do kamala me si aba jidudu na ba me na Ghana to.
Okay, so me ba nyima bia go over ma bia ya intro let's say what ma me approve some 10 million tax waiver then Tata consultancy services. Dokai Tata gwana ogana mifia ike mianto enele miasi nenye SML amia botru na megbono ike mi mato empa obo wa wona mi
awre ajaba SML dokoko na SML fia bia je shila fima
so mi
ajaba na nyaba SML passive for me ajaba mi akpota na SML pa afinya o gbafia gaide doro company
mi wonu makukuku de Tata wan fi ogbona
anuma kuku ya mie wo ye na ba mie dokom ne na ma de kpoba ma jana doko numa te o imate o yaba mie Ghana to kata mie pa dodashi onya tanani ma de kpoba o me yo gajibo yo ko dona alo Tata to ma jana do ala ba bia jasira lo nko amana di rego fifia plus suba mie Ghana to yo ka ali do magba mie ga do le Tata to hata.
Okay.
Kaka SML awo adokoko na SML fiala awo mala manya tapo ajaba mi akota no pa finya ya opa ngogbo to ka ohro nya o yira mama hafiko
Eli mara kuna wana inkokule
yeah clearly la ame our propaganda eko rehash mola and I can tell you but this SML revelation ike miafufo mianovi Manase Azuri akokoko dadia right in 2023 you imagine President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo mononyi you blabola magbo. He quickly called for a suspension of the contract. But the KPMG now will audit Chung.
Yeah.
And you will audit that the report came out and claimed, but apart from the sourcing, which was done to Yale reduced to single sourcing, everything that has to do with the revenue generation and assurance nye mandate government of Ghana lo GRE corner SML la and they've gone into the merit of the case. But for SML's intervention la about 1.7 liters of fuel la you got boo in the upstream sector. The JAO for intervention the has generated about $2.7 billion for this nation. Monies we would have lost. And that is what triggered the continuation. Tanela Fia Blomber, somebody has done something wronger. Please. It must be based on facts. I always tell you about the multiplicity of accusations. It doesn't constitute to a crime. It doesn't lie in your mouth. Just because of the GG. No phone that it doesn't make that person a thief. Now you come, Gbogblam, National Cathedral. Today we have heard it. Nyaka omo blocho National Cathedral. Nyaka omo blo. But odugao figao. Today, Attorney General Gbogblam, every transaction that transpired, as far as Kenoforiata money's disbursement and everything, it was done according to law. Fonya, Deloitte and Touche, Fonya, Deloitte and Touche went into the expenditures of National Cathedral. And Oglomba, nothing wrong has been done. Oh, Agba. Agba, Kenya Kogblo. Fonya. Oh, Kamiko report Akodogwe. Kamiko report Akodogwe. The report was given to the government of Ghana. Mikwe, President John Dramani Mahama. No, Nana Tumang. Masara Tapamako. Oh, can't I talk?
Ellie, let's move on.
Let me cover. Eba Batari. Oga Iji, Fonya. Oh,
Ellie.
Onabo Kuje to a Blackwa. Ako. Victor Kusi Boatin Kokoko Yele Shraji. On grounds, but I engage in conflict of interest. So for that matter, la, he should be sanctioned. Whatever that will happen, la, na Joreji legally. Today, Joseph Whittal, Nyang Tom Yapa appointee, went into the merit of the case, and there was nothing like conflict of interest. He has been exonerated. Tana onaga noni na gavanoni komi apa 2024 lie mitomanian mission ma afiba dalakpa mi blagana to miro.
Okay.
Look at me. Fonya. The continuation at least. Not John Dramani Mahama. Not John Dramani Mahama. Oh. Not John Dramani Mahama. Allo NDC Blomber SML contractor. It is dubious. Then what I expected from you in your right CQ over 2020 on the 7th of January 2025, the first thing he should do is to suspend it. Yaka, a continue. Unoro assurance anami vukakeke until recently. Fonya, you better. Oh, come on. Like me, if you would like with toy.
I'm very disappointed. Prince is talking about Akwe. I'm very disappointed. Prince is talking about roads. Your MPP government was given 8 solid years, 8 solid and productive years, and they have declared 2 solid years as years of road. How can you tell us just one road they have constructed within the Kitchen of? We are still young. Let's speak the truth for once. Kudos to Revival FM for exposing the MPP by showing the hard work of the NDC. I mean the road to, that is the road to Aflau Road, Salakope and its environs and the sea defense. This is coming from Unity Avaga, Mieda Kwechamiga. Fia Omom, Dogwe, Rep Jokoto, my guy always. Keep pushing. Saba Joshua. Okay. Akpe. MPP declared, 8 years within as years of road, so and then still fear mommy that over Ima over fear momber wisdom is free Simon. Can you kindly ask Emmanuel Atokwe what was the extent of oral as at this evening?
No, Akwaba Wizi. The ma jiba mi akomi apa memle ragba program aga kokbe because we enough time atengo noni Aika.
Straight question.
No, let me get a oranya, mafia. Let me go. Come on, I see them glow. Avivia over my phone, could young, the Havana Homa Sinya, Abia Poma, no be a Poma,
you might just have
no be a Poma,
you might less.
no be a Poma, no be a Poma.
I'm taking calls.
No,
good evening.
Yeah, evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope for the California.
I quite her service or
Ayo,
you can have the enough time to explain certain things.
Second Jesus. Early let's remember who agric college. You do global 2012. Woman and the Mahara Palestina. You carry 2016 a year and Badumo Jocom. A year Mahama Monuji. De Ima Atia Vama. Capice Kitchen for a Mahama Baji. You got done enough from Burma. Upon Amapo, now 8 years. Umotenti unanako elilesima atiangli kaba okahu pelejima akwa unanu tuchi omutu ko single room de kapiti hanisimo daga afofile sima ka nke otinchi wona nge for conscious la yo blood you
okay
da ali na ba na gojiranye o secretary akubianya malama gbenevena nifa
akwa
daga NGCA 4 years onani o gojiranye.
Good evening, if you have a Kwame.
Hello, are you there?
Yeah, if you have a Kwame Mizorongo.
Who chase you have a community faculty?
Akpa Mizorongo.
No, but not a man to play woman, the member of our Gina, do better talking. That's all I'm going to I'm a rover, the edgy upon me. You put an akala votarism. I'm a rover, the upon me. Over here of a road, I can't be poor. Maso for Monto, our blind to Alaba, I'm a batty of mountain people, no, zero. Kaka, Nagama, the message, my Tanuru Abba, and the Sitomo, Danako, I'll call me at Jalashma. Alaba,
Kwame,
Madame Madina Toma. I find you thought Rosango Matamari Toma. Ali, Ono Gidi. Adonani call the Taja for the Toshijin Macmo. Adonani call the Taja for the Toshijin Macmo to go for home.
Okay.
Over Finance Minister, Pico Lafia. Nkedi to come or joy. I think to try at
okay.
And is it all on the table? After let Picola, and the back to come bring up Boba the cover already. Get to the
okay.
Mate Bogola of RTC.
Akwe.
No, I mentioned that she was here.
Good evening.
Yeah,
I'm calling you.
I'm calling like in this one to put it like I just started to tell.
Okay, King David Mizorango.
Mother, when I was Manuel to Columbia, a phone mother. I'm a commabajina, Funya, Alice Jogoto. I need a cook. So him strong like that, but I need a Kulakan or woman, Mokla, the Sheriff, I need a open the boko. Mother, one of blood called Jokata, this in a catching of Utra mother door. 100%. Abanyaba a judo milita. The Gangio Darabon had a bottom of close by Jonas Selgoma. Alemi, Nolano Nanyama.
Okay.
You may go Napa Gamatin at Tropa, Naya. After about Gamatin close by a cutting of one tour or Zanota Lomagaku. Sirak Bancatan Lavavi. Taravana Lavavi, Yoraba.
Aqua.
Etiquette as a political party. Obon Lusuanango. Alabama Lusuanango, police Nakovafia. I was soon of food on your mechanical police now. A full domination logo. You make a power. Lacanipia. What is a strong? Let them for Yata. Can be turned to open Pioba Awu. A Ganyawo, Martin or Soviet, you know, the Soviet Naku for a very agenda. As you did, but not to go up in your cousin. And I tell you, Diablo. A poverty, not Chipura Pujino, Alan Pujo can Pujure. I have an area battalion.
Let's run. Let go play. Apa?
Good evening, Avidia. Ako junior kavite la rekadi. Mod o tobo nya katarafuma. Vietone fonya Emmanuel atopole. Avidia. Adoko bajima global MP as a party. Ima nyablo katia global wana ba almost na ngo no nyebo ro so na ngo. Ghana view ba ko ko da la bo calculation akoba awa ko ko du yoji asugbo pata yosrun kaka ba bubuto fonyo market se o do nova radio no wo ko ka duma view ko gbasa ga fo mia duma view fia manya okay maranya la toma amadi la toma amai tsanzorango majama globedi na ona bia fonya ligbade kata poti aka odo si o na ono ga hom da tare kana fi mo te tu ijo ha awi tanya ba ika bubuto akufo nada shi ashinchina bubuto mahama ami kemiko tanzania power ka ka va mi ko bledi na mi bubuto mahama la bo wa do tara su ko bubu bo fia ko mi ke te pona nyama zu na no tempo ami to bu yo ko ko nya i ko ga mo ko bia ba ni ga na yo yuma wo mala ka ko mi bona da mi bona mo mbla ni ko ga aglo ba shinse ko yo pleve yo na ba omo ka da nyama ntuma o maten za lo ndi si maten machine mo zan ko mo mudumu da ma je ma bia ba da machine pa mi sa le MPO machine mo to hagedi mama na da na mo tumi na bi ala ba ngba mi wa go masamu da elia na nyama da ba na to nya yi do ha yu fugba da bo so mala ba to bi na bia ba yu fugba ma de nya ka glo mula
akwe de me fa gamata. Good evening. Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Alangwa.
Yeah, almighty.
Apa dugna tukula no yela daji bu kula ana bo de ma ko aku amemi ga dankol bina gbalda bu agbantu ko jine apa ba eli kla ponya tukla atuto nya ho to 2024 election ka ala ba na la kula ngia ma drop video ara danya akoba to de one o akelo nya meet la program dia eli ma dibe ya roto kaka chwa alo wangoro aga dogo wangoro da studio tana buro ga mala sin to avare na yo mako buro ka to ava program ala ba atopanya kon ke tarare na alo nufu azere kaka eli strategic males ba na alo nufu agala wo nufu ma atoga mita abia ba result ara 2024 election akpa ani atami bana ba o mi akate state ne ba de je mensa ma declare six mamla ro conscience mamla o ake o declare e ma ko do wa sa gaka na aba ko mamla o palentia ka ba o mi akate ko po ta no la nya e gro ka ba eli la ti fo ko ta ba ye party jagba kan mo nya ko bi agba nya pro anya ba anda eli ba o mi agba ndo ya ji 1 million do aka 1 million na ko me viwa Tafake ama yunugba okra Nigeria di onya ta employer. Aka di eli le di mane jabare. Ado kami mi kwana mo ha. Ama do mo na di ato ama o sire o ta golo bi gina. O pa ti na pa atu aba manya o manu mi kuna kilo ajo para la tama. Aka di ala to ku mo jizo na no wo nyire.
Akwe. Good evening. Hello.
Awija.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Leki, anwa ko Zakati.
Yeah.
Aku radio commander minister so treke ya bono sami jamfira ka to akati.
Mizorongo.
Do bana nya sala pola no kati pola mo do bono kata. Ona ware ma kwaku ame temi dan korojimna badada buo. Bantu yo ko dini ame tsaka fi tsara tulori na kati ta fi so tia. Ne matu kan ne ki pakwa aga ha screening to wall street pakwa to ga mo do bani to hi. Awija. Anya bara funto. Awija anya bara funto.
Leka goma.
Prince badago no nyira kanya ti o la funa ti o zipe message tag mo la arurura no nene ma e. Bana funya li joko to bana boka ba la ka mo jo.
Prince anu yide wa gbo.
Prince anya pakla ya o Prince pakla funya li joko to. Ne no blue sky ndi ndo kutu e.
Okay.
O bi e kan to fi o va ko ngo mi. ta glo ne ba ma don o bo cha o da ngo cha na ko kala sia
yo
ada fu to ba principal ta ko no ida kanya sia me te jinglo ta fla telo punya awizia ni to le ko ma de ni rekao ako to fore ikela kini ria japon ko stamp anya ko ba glo ko ni kwa ma sia anya glo ba doctor ma mu bo mia yente bo cha chetia na be masanya yo
nyane mo program aju vo ka vo magadi nyane mo
tabla telo na mare pro du alu mare la ko mo ka ka para ka ka me ni ye amaye kanya ambi ka para ti ya lo domi aba party ne bana global vice president abo cha chetia tabla te ka na mu ko ni agba won ku le ba president ago no nyira ka nyela ka ti sa kwa alo ka ti a nji ma tia a message ngomba ko ku mo abo no na mo ai ki bro na ba yo to ni won ye mai kana ku ko ya yo to ni won tabla tero agba teno for that senior former finance minister ko ko gere dukamoda ala kana ti kwa ma
okay
manyo patin toto activity kwakla atiro ri nna nta ona dende ne kwa jo ko da ri ya ba teno for that ti kwa ma ko fa ti ora la
aw erefu nyaroli actually wala ku maka no zan le fa la jode bi otodo good evening
yeah good evening Raviso
nko kula bi mejo
ya na kono vi motive de kati wo to no ka kati no
Moses mi zoro
yeah me pato jo ma to bo ni pampi bu to na mo pita no to ko ti o try to Raviso da kono funyo ko la bof ma da kono do fun ma da do ta ali fali do la fma nya nya aba nya kai na ma nkwon na mu ala ba ni over minority leader Martin afanye makis me over for the do parliament kanya nya kai kla via man ku ogna ba ali na ba no ya ba ba fan fia no gbogbo ma ato nya la bi party malo abi party man to kata o mo bona jibi wodan manu le ba na nya ta fanya gbogbo no o over comic argument o noise ko nya na kala ali ya ku no de dum sa se ala ba anya ka gbogbo o madam ni yan to mi noni afi nyaba dupla na nyaba ne be dukia o ka bu of my Totos University o anya nya to jan clear bakare jiba nyaba dupla ma do ba one time ko go alo 1 year ko go la ko government magazine yo go alo yo bu nyama na mi ka ka de ti ala yo to support o ba yi yo bo yo free education you must go to the school ko jiba ko school ko for go so na fi da free education na tomorrow if you permanent school viola wonya double tax system America the viola gare wonya red gold blue towre no go to them do problem mi va for them ya America ko to pona polo ya ba du polari do wamba juma vida saturday ifa juma jina ava mani so bana ya ba dishi na tatawani na mada ko ne defo
akwa good evening
Nko kula fini mejo Nicolas ya cho ojoja
okay Nicolas
do bana afonya Mr. Toplana ye ngada MPP tori ba fiati wo fo move akoko menye bana juploma do wona do na jumavio ni twenche mi apa NDC versi je fonya do ka wo ma na mi na ATS mi afofo John Dramani Mahama Ghana azu Dubai vi go completely fonya na nyaba biti la tia akan mo kokko wo je mo ma ha do go tia ba mana nyavio
o kai
wa chona bana so mo dina kpara wo je go ta da ta gidi to mana nyavio
akan wa ka
mo kokko akan mo kokko ya ojima mi jima vio mi lenia kaka yi kan di MPP to va o ayi won to yo press capital ba mi akoko do mo o chu ga ko pere ti ha o mo te ti wo di owo ko ko ga ko bi
okay
ta amokata ajewo wa aload nya proji akwa
Maho the final caller de mi pa gamata good evening
good evening
yeah
akona via sinani ta kala kaji
popular of you magasin kokko
akaba spira hero kla so ti King David ubarwa wala mpiem tana ba no baba mu
okay
kaya dia ngomong tu ko ko F9 tana ba maba the one yes ta tonu so ti kwa hero la principal David mo tu bono so he
Okay.
Eli ola doji aka propaganda ala bosu. Ala ba amyo to agree the 2024 election any communicators are on bona serious juna. Amala ba for gana juna. Mara kuba na gojan ala ba so he ko ni mo ko picha ni to hero ko tema. Lufu na ya kale un boss sala kama na bi secretary a o part me biaba no furo no ba un bona ga sena mata maga boate ko ba to yi maila myo hunyoji akbaba agbaba yo fu bene Ghana anya ba yo fle kaya drip wanya ba o fle ma o la regional national over regional launch over konse so ga launch huma ha o ga ro asano ula huma launch banya ba akaji sa over ko parliamentary candidate o picha ko dajia amenya achievement elibe yo wa the kwema FP parliamentary candidate Kenya Katumof anyaro glo ola debate wa aba amwa NDC udwa alo enyo zo ba ye de Kenya bare amwa ko do kokoro zo ba ko NDP as a political party yata bonya reason ola ba jam ba ka ni to hiro no nyara bi ba abe no ba ga fu others na de ko ma haturali pore ali nyanya
magachiju
akareja atu klola doji bubu
akwa nyaselo de me fa gamata madota flache. So an hour ago this is coming from the government spokesperson Felix Kwacho Fosu, and it's good news for us wajamia asakpama. The Minister for Food and Agriculture announces the following major development under the Feed Ghana program in the past 9 months. So the construction of 10 new small dams, and then Miakpo Lemiagbo, so better irrigation scheme in the Ketu North municipality of the Volta region. Land size is 880 acres, and then within the same Volta region, we have Avaime irrigation scheme, which will cover 245 hectares. So that is what is currently coming from the government spokesperson. They are not able portal I did so within the Volta region, MAOE me benefit mommy in terms of me agriculture. Ima nakufunya tana de me agama. Maduta flache ima gato amaraka hobo de me agama.
Anyanyi gede mawela. We ganu vavamda. Rice market ha me agboba ga.
For them me wan o me no media invite him. Because one do o media invite him media and to initiative take have information on get.
Because we atado bobule.
Yes,
because
never me won why me kwe babamda about there.
Anyamala tepa. So I think anyanya nyalan kudi banam go national how do we bring the local media in? But Victor ko kamya pang to ma aba bata na like you have me akumya o cover ma.
Communication bureau me
no ta ma to ale mo ko na nyaba akpama do kameta ma gbogbo no ba anyana glo ala tepa.
Okay.
Ba ma ga glo ba anyanyu bubu enyaba agba loto number ever ya to MPP to da shade kali hana ko 87 single one na li ha dogo poli homako na hana ba the number ma
if omo pot you ya do in that election ato ava doja ga to dem yo hamia so why say 87
awo fifia mi lafia election kan ka MPP ji dagolo they had a caucus meeting we invite former president former vice president but parliamentary leadership caucus they are at a crunch meeting. They are meeting their council of elders nationally. Okay. Yes. Akpama enyama avalia MPP propaganda lead meli lefia number 1 Manawa Segoma. There is nothing like 10,000 20,000 Vavamne DC communication officer on record.
But it's coming to the communication bureau.
It doesn't come to any communication bureau.
No, for a bandi penya goglari.
Bandi penya woglanya ba constituency a miapa MP klo appointee so for ga o gada jom eka o the dome the constituency a na video la shate for video. Yes. Bandi panya woglanya
because at the other side you
bandi maglo la pa video ma ba there's 20,000 going to communication officer. I dare you but play the video. I dare you but you play the video.
All right, let's move.
Yes. I dare you. No, nanyaba video ma is you be afoka for nkuda no kapun kuda video direct nya yoko glorama he mentioned but there's a 20,000 coming kakama global 20,000 to communication officer. It is never true. The 20,000 goes to the constituencies.
So when it comes to constituency, who is going to use that money?
We have a chairman, we have a treasurer. There are heads of the constituency.
Good evening, Revival FM. I want to use this opportunity to tell MPP panel that we are no more interested in their drama because our eyes are now open. I am Godfred inside our people. Thanks a lot. And then
nyama ba ma stop over bande pa video akpo gaka ina akpo video de na be afon kurango global bande global 20,500 constituency a magava global bande ba 20,500 communication officer video is a public video kama shama po ikanye to hala fun jina fifi like
okay
avalia
we na mi kupule
Mahama
President John Dramani Mahama
President John Mahama pangba dodo 2016 Maja 2012
akpe
amaha nyasa goma akpaba ado yilide magagbagaba masali. I understand you. I come you have me ever that but me have the consistency here. Then ma come here jama gbodo gakade. You need to tone down.
Okay.
You need to tone down a bit.
Good evening, Wisdom, not say Yaira. Kindly tell the MPP communicator in the studio to keep quiet. They have been in power for 8 years before the abysmal records. High debt overhauling of 96% of unemployment today. We are resetting Ghana. My regards to Honorable Patrick Anyambo from Benjamin Akpalo from Anyi Tahuta Miedakpe de Akpamata. So Yema Miedakpe de Ovavata. Eli, meraku funya tana meraku michi megbene city tamia we popule ko meraku.
Yeah, funya we dagbo and Ohavu Agri College panyawa. No government has made any investment into Ohavu Agri College since Nkrumah time it was established in 1966 than the MPP government do. No.
So what have you done?
Today maba when you go over science lab over auditorium it is credited to us. And today funya in their migration to be a degree, this thing, like an institution,
a full-fledged university.
Yes, of course, a degree institution la. You know, but you have to pilot. In 2022, we make sure but top up degree in partnership with Okafu. These are things that are public record. Okay,
no,
let me just
cross check.
Let me.
Ellie, we will check.
We will check. You check. Let me read to you.
Because of the time.
Okay, you check. Okay, because of the time. You can just do. You can just.
No,
we'll
be going to Ohavu Agriculture College.
October 17, 2022. And this is Ghana News Agency.
Oh! Grand opening of Victor Electronics.
Funya.
Because of the time. Wrap up because of the time.
And again, let me. Oh my God.
Ellie.
Ghana News Agency. He can contest this fact. And he's here trying to obfuscate the fact he can do. Mustafa Bande, look.
No, tomorrow I'll play the video.
Mustafa Bande say,
no,
and it isn't a public.
Because of the time, we have to go to city. Grand opening of Victor Electronics, Echo, LG, 1 p.m. Lakachi, and opposite Champions Su Enterprise, close to Sky, Blue Sky Sport. Akachi, so Mia Katamia Jagwamia, and not a Poma. Miada Quene Rubber Consort, Tohanebe, Edibe. Never all live program play talk at analytical no people talk Jagwana Chaka play. Remember consult talk Kapoje say 0240 04257 0240 04258. Near that when Gideon's collection ha like I remember old Magbanami net di open Magwana net di open to do Kata Jagwana Chaka Klo le Tajabu 4 Janshina. Kapoje say 054 76 6278. Me that and then me that when KD Tiles laying and construction, the tiles who kata be apply like Bososoma, Jagabane na Achaka Klo Kapoji saying 0247 54 50001. WhatsApp in 050 933 2300. KD Tiles and construction, the tiles like Bososoma Jagbane na Gera Ujinewa or tiles laying Kleto Mokatana ha. what one with general construction, what one wakata. Nyasala, it is getting heated in the studios, and this is where I have to end today's program. Thanks very much for doing the listening. I thank everybody and
add it to your manifesto. 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 No, add it to your manifesto.
All right, we go down to city. Mia City.
You didn't try for me.
As what? As what?
No,
no, add it to your manifesto. Navandra 2028. No, Navandre. Amama or Dakono. Agbane noise you are making is zero. You are making noise. You are making noise. You are making noise. You are making noise.
10,000 Ghana.
20,000 Ghana.
Yeah, 20,000. 10,000. No,
you are a liar. You are a liar. You are a liar.
2,000. How many? 2,000. Apart from the 75,000.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Agama Onyeko. Le 2017. Baro 2024.
Never said anywhere but National Office Chomolo. He mentioned the president.
And what is wrong?
So the man.
The president.